Okay, so we've almost finished this very basic mental health game, but there's still a couple of key features that we do need to design. So this is what we have developed so far, and it's looking pretty cool. I will admit that I think it's great, but I think we could make it better. And what we should be doing, okay, let's do a couple of simple things first before we add a real big feature here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add to the plant a behavior called sign, and it's just going to add a little bit of movement. We're going to get this right here, plants, and let's see what happens. That's probably a bit too much, isn't it? A slight angle. It's like, what about that? Doing we just want it to be very small and 10 and 12. Um, I think that's about right. Let's make it 5 and 5. Okay, excellent. Now, there's of course a couple of things we need to fix up. The first being, let's change this image point origin down to here, and that is going to move it up. We then need to start adding a layers. Right click here, add layer at top, and we're going to change this to layer 0 and make this layer 1. Let's see what happens now. Almost. I've changed the image point. Do I have to change it for every one of these? Oh, it seems like a lot of work. All right. So just changing the image point here and try and make it the same, although it's okay to, I think, to have a little bit of motion. All right. Let's see what happens now. Awesome. Very cool. And this, is there a little bit of movement? Is it moving at all? Or has it stopped? I cannot tell if it's moving. It's moving very slowly, so we might want to increase that as well to 7 and make that 80. So just play around with that. I'm not sure if that's moving anymore. Oh, we can hit the preview button. I know I can't. I have purchased, but I'm using incognito right now. Cool. Let's see what happens if I add another plant, pot plant here. So we could add a way to download, purchase them. You see how they're we would need to create a new variable now so that if we water one, only one of them grows, not both of them. but we'll do that for another time. What I want to do now is I want you to think of 10 different messages. 10 different messages of hope, of happiness, of gratitude, of peace, things that you would like someone to say to you, or things that you think would encourage people. And when we are watering our plant, these messages are going to appear randomly. Okay, so we're going to say just text here. We're going to call it, mental health text. And while they're watering, you're going to see these appear. So um, every random, we're going to do every random, so at event, uh, every X seconds, random. We're going to do it from 10 to 30. And we're going to change the text. We are going to have there's a couple ways to do it. We'll just make it, I think this will be the easiest way. We add a global variable here. Um, sorry, I was just thinking that you're going to run out of events here. So the best way to do this, we'll go to on start of layouts. Go back to layout one, double click here, and add the array. We're going to add a list, an array here. We're just going to use it's going to be one dimensional, and we're just going to add 10 messages of hope or gratitude here. Set at X, so on start of layout, add action, array, set at X, X 0. We're going to do the first X, yep. You are awesome. And then we're going to do another one, set at value X1. Think of something that you are you are grateful for. Another one here, we're going to do what's another thing? Remember, great way to de-stress is to take deep. You could even write it like this: breaths in and out. All right, so I think you're starting to get the picture. So set value, I want to set value, and every random 10 to 30 seconds, we are going to show the text, okay? So at action, I'm just trying to think of how to do this in the least amount of text here. So set text to array dot um, set text at wait. Gotta remember how to do this in construct too. Current x at we're going to use current x, I think. At current x. All right. Sorry, I've just figured it out. I'm just trying to do this in the least amount of functions, events, because you have very limited events. So as you can see here, I'm watering my plants. I'm really relaxed, and I'm going to get a message very soon randomly. Yes, I'm awesome. How cool is that? Now, what I have done is I've set the text array at 0. We want it to go up. Okay, so if I set it at 1, it should also work as well, but then it should say, think of something that you are grateful for. So I'm watering, I'm relaxing, I'm feeling excited, I'm patiently waiting for this. Think of something that you have got to increase this text box here. All right, cool. So, what we're going to do instead is we're going to have a score or well being. Add global variable, well being text, or something like that. And we're going to add action here, system, add to well-being text. So we're going to add 1 to well-being text, and then we're going to change every time it's going to go up. So let's see how this works. Okay, so I'm watering my plants. Isn't this lots of fun? And then what am I going to see? Think of something that you are grateful for. Ah, that's because I'm at 1 now. It needs to be 0, doesn't it? You need to start at -1 would be the easy way there. Okay, let's see. Remember, a great way to de-stress is to take deep breaths in and out. All right, so it's working as expected. We'll change this to -1. And as you can see here, this is looking like a pretty good basic mental health game. There's lots of different improvements that we could make, but I think this is a great start to something that is pretty exciting. Um, I will fix this bug here, where if you water one, both get watered. You need there's a couple of ways to do it, but the best way to do it. Um, I'm just trying to think. There's a number of ways to do it. We could add another variable here. Oh no, if we just created a container called plant, that should fix it. Last time I built games, that would be all it took. Yeah, okay, so there you go. I was about to create a variable, and that would have worked as well, but creating a container does the same job here. So adding this plant to the container of the pot plant also fixes this as well. So there you go. You now have a game that's really exciting. There's a lot of other things you could do. Hopefully, you've found this to be enjoyable and maybe even improve your mental health and made you think a bit more about different elements of your own mental health. Let me know in the comments how you've gone, and yeah, really excited to see what you can come up with.